Okay, and then you have long wicks that would determine the end of the strength. I use volumes to show me that momentum is ending whenever it has very low volume. I also use yearly or multiple years resistance levels to determine to me that the reward is less already. I usually use candlesticks, but I don't use daily. I use weekly bearish engulfing closes for my sell signals. And then even if all of these are happening, if the stock price remains above the long-term moving averages, I do not sell, or if I do sell, I sell less because it could just be a normal profit-taking pullback, especially if it's above 100 SMA and above 200 SMA. So we'll explain all of these, but 2009 used to trade at about 1.9. Look at here, there was volume on the move up, but from 2, it rallied as high as about 4.5. So that's like 100% up in 2 weeks. Now, I usually use, this is just my rule, if you make 100% in 2 weeks and you see a long wick, do not wait for the MACD, okay? Take profits because God is heaven already, You made 100% in 2 weeks, just take profits. If it goes up and up and up, sorry na lang. Now, the MACD sell signal gave you a signal here, but it was already too late, 2.5. So people who only use MACD sell signal would end up getting delayed sell signals. I believe that you have to have this rule na if it moves too strongly, which is about 100% in 2 weeks, take profits, especially if it does not close near the highs. If it has these long wicks, those are signs that you should be selling. Long wick, remember that people do not forget strong stocks. So when it falls back near that support, which was around 2 pesos, even after 6 months, it still rallied up. Do you want a 50% move in 2 weeks? I will. But remember that from 2 to 4.5, your 50% Fibo would act as your selling resistance. And there is the wick again, and there is your bearish engulfing. If you didn't sell here, you should have been selling here. And of course, people are excited, and then ang hirap na to sell, oh. Tingnan mo, very low volumes. Then it sleeps again. Okay, even after 2 years, the market will remember this old high. This is again a selling pattern. Okay, that 3+ level will always be remembered. Okay? Things, no? Even at this level, 2015, so from 3, bumaba again, laging bumababa, no? Laging support sa 2. This is like double dragon, no? From 2, nag-30 pesos. It was a monstrous breakout if the 3-year resistance is broken. It broke 2013 resistance, 2014, and here, 2015. So, usually, what I can tell you is, even on a breakout, if na-miss out ka man, do not be afraid. Kasi ito, if you got to miss this move, palaging may mga consolidation that you can always enter. But here's the thing. I want to explain that all throughout this whole thing, it always remained above 200 days sa SMA. That's why I said, even if mag-drop, in this case from 3 to 6, this was a 100% move again in 2 weeks. That's unsustainable. You'll get a sell signal. And then, here's the interesting part. Your MACD does not give a sell signal. Yes, low volume, but it's above your moving average. So what I want you to do is, when you find any stock moving 100% in 2 weeks, this pullback, which is usually around 618, 786, you enter that pullback, you have a very low risk, but a potentially very high reward. Your reward, if you followed this trade, kahit na 4 ka na pumasok, it went as high as $10 in just 10 weeks. Those are the kinds of trades you want to do if you are a trader, and that's what I want you guys to learn. We repeat the resistance here at 10, and then after a few months, ayun, again, sa 10. But careful about the third time that a stock makes a breakout. You do not sell the third time. In fact, in the third try, it usually will move up. Third and fourth time is usually the charm. Third, fourth, fifth, it's never the second. Walang second chance sa market. Second chance is always a fake out. Second chance, you fake and sell it. But on the third and fourth and fifth try, you should break out and you should trade that breakout. This year, 2017, 10 bucks was broken out because of to go. That was a move going up from 14, and then it made a consolidation flag here at 12. If you followed that move, and I agree, and I said to a lot of people to buy that flag, that would have resulted from 12 all the way down up. Kahit dito sa 18, may wick kasi, pero boom, 30 pa din. So again, even if ngayon there is that drop, 30 to 25.7, that's about a 20% move. Your MACD does not give you a sell signal. The problem in MACD is that it tends to be really delayed. But then again, it's up to people kasi how to modify. What you do know is there is a strong support here at about 18. Okay? So if you can withstand the volatility, pero I mean, if it was me, that wick and that drop here at about 28, I would be taking profit. So ingat na lang, pero this is a strong stock. But remember that marami kang i-give away na profits kung hahayaan mo na maghintay ng MACD. You'll notice first try, second try, third try. Right now, we're gonna be fourth try at the 4-8 region. I don't know if it's gonna go break out some more, but I think that you just need to check multi-year resistances and you'll be fine. Why you should not have it? You have to avoid trading issues below 200-day simple moving average. This one kasi I'm using weekly, so this is the 50 weeks. Kasi 50 weeks is about 250-day SMA. Okay, 5 days in a week, 5 trading days. Basically, I do not like anyone if the market is SMA because that's weak. That's very strong. And I'm showing you today this one, which is property sector. So all shares haven't really moved up, but property sector led by Ayala Land and SM Prime has moved to new highs. And me like that, I'm a new high trader. You must learn to hold on to winners. If you have Mega World, if you have Ayala Land, SM Prime, to be honest, Ayala Land is your leader and SM Prime is your leader. You want to be in the leaders. You want to sit on uptrends like the property sector. On any dips, you want to be buying property stocks. Very bullish divergence. So when you see the stock price dropping, but the RSI is not dropping, you should be very concerned that you have a really good risk-reward ratio. And if you did that, then you would have copied a lot of traders who have bought PLDT Globe. And services index stocks are the gaming stocks. So am I bullish? Telecoms and gaming? Yes, but at these levels, no. Look at it. At 1.8, you have already reached the resistance at 2012, 2013 support. So ano yung reward mo dyan? You want to wait for a dip if you can. But that said, this is a strong sector. This is a strong bottom fishing sector. That you learn something. Look at this. This is what I mean with very choppy wicks. So you don't need to wait for this MACD signal, which is also a cross signal down. When you see any stock with so many wicks, WICKS, the more wicks, it is weaker. So the more wicks like these, it's already a sign that it would fall. Okay? So this was a 1 to 10 peso move that went back to about 160. So you really should be careful of wicks. Wanted to show you this gap happen. This is a gap up that's very strong. When you see any stock make a gap up, do not sell. Okay? Do not sell any stock that gaps up. Instead, when it gaps up, use this pullback flag to enter, especially if MACD is rising. Okay, that's a buy signal. When do you sell? Okay. Given this strong stock, I feel as if the best way is let it run, let your winners run, just wait for the MACD. The problem with the MACD is that it's always delayed. If talagang you see something like this weekly red move, pwede ka nang lumabas niyan. By the way, this is 10 pesos to 120 pesos. The MACD called a sell at 100. Does a times 10 move happen all the time? No. But when it does, I wish you have something like that. So even if pumasok ka sa 40, here, okay, you can still make money. Charts, you don't care where it started as long as you can follow trends. Plus, anyway, if you bought here, your cut loss would have been somewhere, just here at the lows or here. So, hindi ka naman magpapatangang magpapakat loss dito. Okay? So, I use MACD if I want to hold on to my winners. To show na nonsense na gumamit ng MACD pag hindi naman trending ang stock. MACD means moving average, convergence, divergence. Huwag kang gagamit ng MACD, senseless yan, if the stock is just a box. This is a trendless box. Now, if it's a trendless box, kalimutan mo yung MACD, kalimutan mo yung RSI, tingnan mo lang yung chart. Asan yung lows? Here at about 40 cents. Asan yung highs? Here lagi at piso. Minsan may move sa 120. So if you have this, very easy, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. Me, I generally don't like to trade ranges. And I say, I do not trade ranges as much as, basta it's not my personality. I'm looking at about 20-year charts and not a 1-year chart. Because you can never tell me the range if you're just looking at a 1-year chart, 2-year chart. This is ABG. This has been moving from 10 to 80. Okay? So from 10 to 80, you'll notice 45 is your halfway. So even until now, year 2017, even if it goes up, you should know that, okay, any price above 45, you have a risk of a resistance. And when ABG falls near 10, then you should be buying. So if you did that, then okay, ang galing mo, you're times 3, diba? Kasi ABG. Right? I wanted to show this because as early as year 2010, it was already creating weakness. The fact that you have here the breakdown from the 55 area, this bearish engulfing, and the inability for the price to really stay above the 200-day SMA, that tells you weakness. Actually, si MACD very late magbigay ng sell signal, pero, kasi the style of MACD kasi is for you to buy low, and then let the trend be your friend, and then matagal talaga moving average mag-crossover. But then again, it will save you. Generally speaking, pag nagsabi si MACD ng sell, kahit super delayed siya magbigay ng sell signal, very effective yan, especially when you're using weekly. Kasi when I'm saying 12-26 here, this is a 12-week, 26-week period, and your signal line is a 9 weeks. That's 9 times 5, 45 day. Bumagsak na ng 50-day moving average. So if you're thinking uptrend yan, Bakit below siya sa sa 9 weeks? Kasi magbibigay lang yan ng sell signal pag nag-breakdown din ng 50 day. Talagang mahina yan. So it fell all the way down. Notice even at year 2013, natatandaan niya yung sell signal at 40 something. Dito nahirapan din siya, nagbagal-bagal siya, but it moved up. Okay, but notice ngayon puro downtrend. So ako generally stay out sa mga ganyan. If you notice, pag masyadong weak siya since 2013, even in the next 4 to 5 years, there is probably a really strong downtrend. Kaya wag ka na mag-trade. As in, stay out if you see companies like ganyang ABS. There might be a strong reason why people believe that it is a 1:6 pattern with a Fibonacci retracement sure ball at about 50%, resistance at 350. This could be just a box. People might say, oh, it's gonna be trending, pero hindi natin yun alam. All we know is that currently, it's minove up, pinush up, tapos pinabagsak all the way to 172. The inability for the stock to actually stay above 2 is a weakness. So medyo, if it breaks 2 again, then I could say, okay, it can trend up. Maybe it goes 2.5 or 3, but I'm not really bullish on WPI, on ACE. Looks like a box. To recognize that sell signals are patterns, weekly patterns. Notice here, 2014 to 2015, that's a 1-year range of distribution. So when you see something like that, nag-trap na yan ng mga tao, 220 up, 2 plus. So it remembered that after 2016, natandaan ng tao, the first time, the second time, but on the third time, that we don't know. Kasi on the third time, all we know is sa 2 above, may resistance ka. At the same time, you know too that every time it hits this level, which is about 140 to 160, it's always been support. So at current 160, you're just really near support. So I wouldn't be a seller at 160. I'd be a seller near 2. Any price near here, it looks like a buy low, sell high. Topic today is how to sell. To learn how to sell, you need to understand multiple years of support and multiple years of resistance. 2012, 60 was a resistance. 2013, 60 was a resistance. Year 2014, 60 bucks is a resistance. Year 2015, it was still a resistance. Year 2016, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th year, that's when it broke out. So ako, I'm not really a fan of ranges. I would just buy if it breaks out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This was the 5th try and it finally broke out with volume. But oops, well, this is a blue chip. Masyadong maliting reward. At 80 and 75, it looks to be just, consolidating and sleeping again. As long as it stays here at about 75, I think the people who bought at 60 are just fine. But yun nga, I mean, why would I trade something wherein super bagal? And you understand naman a stock price behavior but by just reading 5 to 10 year charts. It's a 3 to 9 chart. Recall mo that this one move was about 6 will be a resistance, which is 50% Fibo. But watch out with 5. Bakit? Because this was a resistance here. 1, 2, third time ngayon, it could break out to 5, could move to 6. So, I mean, basta be aware of round numbers because when a resistance is broken, it will be a support. I need to know the selling pattern. Well, to know the selling pattern, you need 10 years worth of charts. The more, the better. So in AGI's case, you should be aware that there was a 3-year distribution from 22 to 32. Somebody sold, unloaded billions worth, and then it fell. Okay, from 22 to 32, that's a 10 peso move. So that breakdown will tell you 22 minus 10 is 12. Okay, saktong measurement sa 12, and then talagang sa 12, sinuportahan. And you know, it was a 2 years accumulation period. 3 years niya dinistribute, 2 years niya ngayon ina-accumulate, malamang hanggang 2018 nag-accumulate pa rin siya. So 12 hanggang 16, malamang accumulation yan. So kung medyo ang style mo is parang 3 years ka mag-iipon, mag-harvest time ka after 2020, this is the chart for you. Ngayon, kung ang gusto mo naman is bili ako today, bukas benta, wrong stock. You know naman, this is not the buy and sell mentality. This is the buy and hold, and then 2020 na tayo mag-usap sa 30. Matagal pa yon, okay? Adjust your time frame depending on stock. Strong resistance here before at about 40, 30 plus cents. 20 yung low, nag-move siya as high as about 160, 175. Again, sa sobrang tagal ng MACD na selling signal, nagbigay siya ng selling signal 3 times na 160 na to talaga bumubunggo. So ikaw, kung maingat ka, dapat lumabas ka na sa 160 kasi ang support nandito sa 80 cents, 90 cents, or even piso kasi may round number iniisip mga tao. Then again, you know, I think this one, it will just be above MACD. Pero that drop could be here. So medyo ingat lang kung meron kayong mga stock that is like this. This is ALH. I just wanted to explain now selling yan. No questions asked. So parang kung tatanungin mo sa akin ngayon, bakit Meralco mahina? Drop down dun, di ba, sa 300 plus. Let me repeat, I like property sector. When you have an uptrend, you just keep it. You never sell your winners. Even if nakita mo ito, 41, 42, 42 ulit, okay, this is the third try. Most likely mag-50 to. I mean, ayoko mag-hype, pero it depends on your time frame. I think 44 in the short term, 48, 52 in the longer term. So, you don't sell your winners. Any dips near 37, 38, 39, well, it's a buy. This was, ayan o, lahat ng MACD crossover will give you a sell signal. This is a sell signal, and then there's a breakdown below 200 SMA. When you see obvious rallies towards moving averages like mean regression trades, you should opt out. Low reward situation to, trade something else. Kahit na nakita mo may support sa 38, kung tama ka 44 lang, kung mali ka 34, anong risk reward mo niyan? Below moving average ka pa, wag na. You don't not trade kasi nga walang kwenta tong mga MACD na to kasi box to. Buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. May mga stocks na box lang, hindi ka dapat maggawa ng mga trending kasi halata naman, 50 cents and 40 cents is a support, and then 70 cents above is a resistance. So, ganun, 5-year scale. Maliit lang ang pera sa mga boxes. I don't like boxes. To determine sell signals, study a stock. Notice mo habitual burst si ARA, tutulakin, bebentahan. Tutulakin, bebentahan. Tulak, benta, tulak, benta, tulak, benta. Every time may high volume, yun yung selling. So every time umakyat yung volume ni ARA, ni Abra, that's the time to sell. So ngayon, wala, pinatulog lang yan. Pag pinush ulit, bentahan mo. Ganun yung style niya. Ibig sabihin, walang kwenta yung RSI, walang kwenta yung MACD. Tatandaan mo lang yung past behavior ng isang stock. This because this was a resistance, this was a resistance. The third time, it became a support, retest support. 220 is a support. above moving average. MACD is going up. Of course, there's a resistance here at about 350. But I want you to understand that kahit mag-multiple years of support and resistance ka lang, that would help you determine your buying and your selling. Okay? Okay, my definition of uptrend does not mean an uptrend for a year. Recognize that uptrends can last 7 years or as long as they want. Kung gusto niya mag 10 years, okay lang. So if you have BDO, you don't really need to sell. Because, wag mo na rin tingnan yung mga MACD masyado. Kasi, basically, si BDO, medyo, ano lang naman yan eh. Tingnan mo naman yung mga kandila niya, 1 peso, 2 pesos lang. Very low volatility, pero very strong uptrend. And ito yung mga sinasabing ipapamana mo sa anak mo kasi uptrend naman. So, ganyan. Well, you don't make a lot of money in such things unless marami kang volume. These are like mutual fund stocks naman. So, yun. As long as they are hugging above their 200 SMA or pag mag-bounce man yan dito sa drop na to, yan, bili ka lang. Lahat yan buy signal yan. Every time it's like above, dyan lang yan, sa mga 200 SMA. You just learn to keep winners and si Bell, it was a distribution chart. It was a 1 to 6 peso move. Andun si MACD again, crossover sell. Okay? Boom, sell siya. Ako, if you're a trend follower, ang masasuggest ko lang, gamitin mo na lang MACD to be your sell signal. Medyo may delay, pero you can hold on to a winner all the way. Meaning 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 10, 1 to 20. You use MACD to sell it. And then, 5-year weekly yan. Distribution si Bell, 456, bagsak. Okay, 450 to 6 yung box, 1 peso 50 cents. Sure target rest. You know where the low is? 288. So, you should know technical analysis. This is a target price near 283. You buy there, and then, alam mo rin, reward mo dyan lang sa 4.5. It recently went as high as what? 430? So, kapag bumibili ka sa 430, medyo hindi ka marunong magtingin ng prior resistances. Kasi hindi mo napapansin to. Tinitingnan mo lang 3-year chart. Hindi naman yan new high means higher kasi meron ka ditong resistance. Diba? It was near a 5-year multiple resistance point. But then again, you have a lot of support at about 3.5, 3.6. You wanna buy near the 200-day simple moving average. Brown is gonna go up. Okay, you should know that brown has a resistance at about 2.5 to about 4.5. So, kahit mag-rally yan, well, 2, happy ka na rin dapat eh. Kasi 2 is a very good reward given ano yung risk mo. I think this is about 1.3. If you're buying at about 140, 130, and you have a reward of 70 cents, why not? So yun. This is a strong accumulation pattern. How do I know that? Because your MACD, ito, bullish divergence. If you want to know if a chart pattern is distribution or accumulation, this one, you know that this is a distribution because pabagsak yung MACD niya. Bumabagsak ko. Ayan no. Sa sobrang lakas ng selling pressure, nagiging negative. Ito, sa sobrang lakas ng buying pressure, nagiging positive. From negative, kahit na nag-drop to, notice mo to ha, the price fell down, pero dito may RSI uptick. As early as 2015, somebody was accumulating brown. I mean, I'm just saying. See na ito, bang, wick, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so pag may nagsabi, lilipad to, teka lang, kasi may 35 cent resistance ka eh. 'Di ba? Pero is it going up? Well, I think 26, 28, moving up, no? So, meron ka ditong support, pero meron ka ring resistance dito. I see it as a buy low, sell high pattern. And then, if nag-break yung 35, you have these resistance, which is 55 cents. Down. down, burst, down, burst, down, burst, down, burst, down, burst, down, burst, down. Mahilig siya sa burst. And then if you notice, yung mga burst niya, hindi siya maliliit na burst. Ito 3 to 4.5, ito 3 to 5, babagsak siya 2.6 to 4, babagsak siya all the way, babagsak siya ganyan. So 1.9 to 211, well, I've never seen Kalata stop at 10%. That's what I can tell you. Lahat ng move niya dati, 50%. So 2 to 3, posible ba? I'm not hyping, pero let's study what the behavior before was. Ganun lang. Pinupush siya, definitely. Kasi push, sell, push, sell, push, sell. Okay. Na rin natin mga basura stocks ng property, I like ARA. So CEI, ang problema sa CEI, may resistance ka sa 20 cents. Natatandaan ng market yan, kahit na 20-year resistance yan. 1, 2, 3. Pag nag-break yan, okay, happy ka na. Kaya may at least until they break, huwag ka masaya. Kasi pwede yan, resistance dyan. And the problem is, it's trying to break out without volume. So suspecha ko, hindi pa niya kaya mag-breakout kasi wala pang volume. Hindi kinaya. Selling, hindi ka pwede mag-sell ng new highs. Especially if your MACD is going above zero and it's above 200-day moving average. Century 2 na, if you try to short this, you will cry. Okay? So these are classic buy signal patterns. Na it could be a resistance here at 120. So kudos to the people who bought here, pero still buying at 92 cents if you don't cut near your about 80 cents. Or ano ba to? Basta itong presyong to, itong flag low na to. So ingat ka kasi you have a resistance at 1 and at 120. This is not like a trip to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should be aware of 2013, 14, 15. Laging bumubunggo, okay? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So malamang 6 time resistance pa rin. 10 to 20-year lows and highs to know the chart better. This is a 20 cent to 1 peso 40 cent move. And then your 50% range is your 80 cents. And look at this, it's always resistance. 2007, resistance. 2009, resistance. 2010, resistance. 2011, a breakout, that was rare. And then 2012, resistance again. 2013, 2014, 2016, and guess what? I think 2017, at 80 cents, it's still a resistance. So yun, I mean, just remember resistances are multiple. This was a resistance, 6 to 7. This was a resistance, 6 to 7. And then this is still a resistance, 6 to 7. And you have that breakdown, so bye-bye. Hopefully, you go down back to 1 or 2. We'll see. You have many resistances. You've got this long wick. This long wick is a sell signal. MACD crossover. This is a sell signal. Bumagsak, bumalik. This was a rally to prior high with a MACD below 0. This is still a breakdown below 200-day. Huwag na kayong matigas ang ulo. Baka mag-double dead lang kayo dyan. It's a sell signal. Look at this. Negative. So, hinihintay mo pa ba yung 70 or 80? Medyo ingat ka na. Pump and dump. So, 2012, this one was a massive move from 10 to 60 and then back down to 9. Even if i-push yan, tandaan mo yung mga prior resistance, this will be a resistance. And always, tingnan mo rin, walang volume. So, kung walang volume, technically, mahina siya. But if it goes up rin naman, ayun nga, marami ka kasing bearish divergence. This was a bearish divergence, sell. Bearish divergence, sell. If you have a bearish divergence, and look, sobrang patay ng MACD, definitely, pag ganito, wala kang trend. So, wag mo na siyang pantulan. Ang buying power. I wanted you to know these things kasi you need to be cognizant of 3-year breakouts. Sell, sell, every time na lang 14.5 sell. Pero bakit ngayon yung 14 hindi na siya naging strong resistance. In fact, it became a breakout. So, nobody should sell on 3 years, multiple years of breakout, especially when there is a strong accumulation at about 12 and a strong MACD up. Do not sell strong breakouts. Okay? Multiple series of resistance. This was at 24 pesos. So you have 24 pesos here as support. This one is about 22. So from 24 to 22, you have a buy on dip. Where's your selling? Ito, 30. Ito pa, 36. Uptrend. Tama bang support? So far, oo naman. May support talaga dito. Wala lang talagang volume. Multiple years of support provide better cushion than just a few months of support. This one looks like a 10-year support at these levels. So, it's fine. Then this is your resistance. And then dito rin may resistance ka. Ingat lang kasi low volume. Na walang nangyayari, and this is perfect distribution over time. It's a sell signal. It reminds me of Dell when it was just a distribution. So I don't care about their dividends. It's a distribution. Notice there was a strong support here at about 125, 145, plus yun nga. So price is flat, but your MACD is rising. That means somebody's accumulating at these levels. Resistance at piso became support. So as long as it holds at 1, I'm bullish on lick. From 1 to about 6 or 8 ba to? But then again, 2 is holding, so I am a support at 2. I buy near 2, and then I hope to God that it goes to 4, 5, 6, but we'll see. But here, there is a resistance. I also know 260 has a resistance. We'll see depending on volume. Says this is 5.5 to 6, that's a resistance. People actually remembered 5 as a round number to sell. Kaya nung nag-near 5, natakot yung tao, sell sila. So, limited upside per MAC from 5 to 5.5 to 6, puro resistance. But you have support here at about 3. Ang habits niya, push, sell, push, sell, push, sell, push, sell, push, sell. Walang kwenta yung MACD, walang kwenta yung RSI, just use the push, sell method. Now, notice yung push niya, hindi naman siya nagpo-push ng 10% up lang. So, one day, hopefully, may mag-push nito. I don't know kailan, pero push, that's your sell signal. MRC, people ask, is a resistance in year 2011. So, syempre, yun lang. I mean, to see is to believe. Tingnan natin kung mag 60 cent. Anyway, supported siya sa 35, 36. Dami mong support dyan. So, wala kang makitang sell signal. At run has to be taken out. Kasi mukhang buy low, sell high. Pero piso, matibay. Pwede mag-last ng 10 years, baka next time mag 60 pesos. I don't know, hindi ako nanga-hype, pero syempre uptrends cannot be sold down, okay? I don't care kung kumita ka na ng 50%, 100%, paano kung mag 70, 80 pesos yan? Oh, ba't nyo naman papakawalan ang winner? Di hayaan mo lang umakyat yan. So, ingat lang. Meron ka ditong mga, kasi below MACD ka eh. Pag below MACD ka, maraming lugi dyan. Kaya every push, it could be as resistance. So, ingat, may multiple year highs ka na resistance. Okay, CURC. Ayan, no, 3 years na yan din is distribute. From 2015 to 2017, 220 all the way to 160, that's a 60 peso move. Pag bumagsak yan ng 100, huwag kang iiyak. Kasalanan mo. Okay? Alright. Vita, significant round numbers at 2 pesos. Those have to be hold kung bullish ka. Kasi this was a resistance, resistance must change to support if you're bullish. Now, if 2 breaks down, sorry na lang. We'll see. But as long as 2 remains, then pwedeng umakyat. STI, ayun, very significant. I can see 150, round number. You have a selling price there. 2 pesos maybe, resistance levels in the last 7 years. It's good. It's above 0. And I think there is a strong support at this 110, 120 level. So I'm looking for it to be a flag. Tingnan natin. Above moving average, above your 200-day, let it rise. If you have STI, good volumes, pataasin mo muna. Vol, I just think that you need to recognize support and resistance. So this one, 114 area, 110. Yeah, it's a support since 2011. Pero yun nga, buy low, sell high. I mean, if you are a range box trader, you'll look at this. And then I just want to say that WPI, piso is a resistance, and it was a 10-year resistance. So this is a sell signal, definitely. It's now doing 83 cents. I think the people who accumulated at 40 cents made a good run. They should take profits, and thank you. My session ends. Thank you. This is me, and I'm done. Thank you.
All right, guys.